So now let's work with materials and color options inside of Adobe Fuse. So to work with materials and colors, I'm first going to go on to the texture section right over here. And let's say I'm going to select this shape right over here. So by default, what happens is that there's a default texture, and in the previous lessons, we took a look at all of these. But over here, you can see that there's various textures that we can control for this particular object. So if I were to go over here, you can see that there's colors for the patterns that we can choose from. So this is the base color, as you can see. So I can click here and select any other color of my choice right over here, and you can see that it changes. I can also add it to custom color just like that. So I'm just going to change that out into red, and you can see that the red has been changed. I can go into pattern color and change that out, and you can see that's a different color now. I can choose, let's say, something like green right over here, and I can change the pattern scale right over here, as you can see, and it changes out just like that. I can change the intensity, I can change the pixel color, and you can see that everything changes. There's the fabric roughness, as you can see right over here, which is a part of the texture right here. There's fabric waviness, as you can see right over here. And there's the normal intensity, as you can see. And as I move the slider, you can see that it changes out. I can also work with the creases, as you can see in this particular texture. So you can add in crease and so forth and make it look something like this. There's also like cuffs, as you can see right over here. So if I were to change that out, I can change the frequency right over here and have a bit of a changes. There's like waist right over here. So there's like creases like over here. In the I can change out the color right over here to make it more red right over here, and change out fabric roughness right around here at the end. So if I were to change it, you can see that subtle changes are happening. And again, there's neck right over here, and you can change that out as well. So that's how you can control out. So if I were to go over here, you got the same over here. There's like fabrics that you can go and work around with. So if I were to go around here, change out the creases, you can see that I can change around all of these settings right over here. I can change out even the color, let's say for example like this, and you can see that the color for that area has been changed just like that. Same goes for the shoes and the skirt right over here. I can change out the color, let's say for example, and change out the outlook. So I'm just going to go around onto the waist right here. That's the main. And you can see that that is how I can just change around the option right over here. So now it looks a bit different. So now this is one way to control the material and colors right over here, just like that. And that's how you can work around with it and get the changes that you want, just like that. So you don't have the same option for the hair, but you have it for this object right over here. For the shoes as well, if I were to go over here, and then I can go into, let's say for example, I want to go to main. If I want to change the color right over here, just like that, there's a bit of a change happening right over there, as you can see. So I can go over here and change that out as well. So let me just change out the color just like that. So subtle change right over there, and change this out as well. And you can see that the changes actually take place. Also the laces, you can change the color of the laces just like that and work around with this. So depending on the object that you're working with, you can easily work with these materials and colors just like that, as you can see. So that's how you change out the material. But what you can also do is add up new materials. For example, right over here, there's synthetic material. So if I want to change the cloth, I can simply click and drag it out right over here. So let me just click here on the cloth and drag out the object. So let me just go around and drag out the object right over here. For that, I need to select out the object that I want to replace with. So just click it and it'll be replaced. So I accidentally replaced the bottom one. I'm just going to press Ctrl Z. I want to replace this. So what I want to replace is the main option right over here. So main is selected. And if I were to click on any of the object now, it will be replaced, as you can see right over here. And all the parameters are actually preserved right over there. So I can change these out and get it the way I want. Let me just reset everything out right over here, just like that. So let me just reset everything out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply, let's say, another fresh piece of clothing right over here, just like that. I'm just going to go around, apply a fresh one, and then I'm going to go back to texture so I can apply the material pretty well. So nothing has been changed right here, so I'm just selecting this. I'm going to go to the main, select this. Now let's see what happens. You can see that the material has been completely changed. And I can go around and change the sequin color over here as well, just like that, as you can see. So you got a shiny color right over there. You can go and choose other materials, as you can see. So there's synthetic materials, there's like pattern material right over here. You can change that out, change the t-shirt out to like look something else. As you can see, there's like metal. So if you want a metallic type of a look, you can go for that as well. You can go for a solid color right over here as well, as you can see. So you can go around for something like this and so forth. You can go for fabric, just like this. So these are different fabrics as you can choose from, and also leather, as you can see right over here. So you can go for different type of materials as you want to, just like that. So there's sequin, metal, and everything. So I'm just going to go to pattern and choose, let's say, for example, this one right over here. And once you select the material you want, you can change it out and like add in details as you wish. So you got sliders right over here. You can add in creases, you can add in patterns right over here, as you can see, work around with the patterns. There's also you can also choose patterns, as you can see, and make it look the way you want. So similarly, this is how you can work with different materials. So you can go around into shoes right over here. So let's say, for example, for laces, you don't want this material, you want to simply replace it. Simply go to laces and choose the material that you want to work like this. So you go over here and choose this out, and the laces will change out. You go into synthetic and choose that out right over here, and then of course you can see that out. So that is how you can work around with materials and colors inside of Adobe Fuse. So hope you guys learned something as always, and as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.